Down behind the desk, now, both of you.
Max!
Yeah, it's safe. Come on. We need to get you to the server room. Let's go.
Por que não posso ficar aqui com você debaixo da mesa?
Let's go. Come on.
Okay, I'm coming. Come on.
The real security guards had been run off, paid off, or bumped off. That left us. It wasn't a fantastically comforting thought.
This code should get us into the boardroom. Okay.
Glad to see the security system is keeping the right people out.
Ah! Oh shit! What the
Are we dead?
No such luck. We gotta go.
It's through here!
Stay with me, Max! Hey, the server room is just past those cubicles. O que eu falei? O que eu falei? A próxima vez. Fica calado.
These clowns were the same guns for hire who jumped our exchange at the stadium. Craccia Prado, the Black Badge. Right-wing paramilitary chumps protecting whoever paid the most. I guess that made them more like me than I cared to admit. Were they just looking for another payday, or did their business with the Broncos run deeper?
Armas em posição! Atirem pra matar! Preciso de uma atira, porra! Dá uma cilada! Alguém atira nesse cara, caralho! me mexer? Não consigo me mexer! Fique onde está! Fui atingido! Eu mesmo vou dar um fim em você! Mata o filho da puta!
Come on, move. You gonna be able to fix this or what?
In a few minutes, eh? I should be able to reboot the system, get all the components back online.
What about Bronco's office? That's all I care about.
You should be able to lock us down, eh? If this works.
All right, well, whatever you're doing, do it quick. I'm gonna make a sweep of the building and then get back to Rodrigo's.
The security system was back online. Things might be a little tougher for our fan club from here on in. Seemed like breaching the perimeter had been no more difficult than strolling through the front gates. But hey, who needs a Trojan horse when the alarm is down and your standing army is a dame, a dork, and a drunk? Bronco's office overlooked the atrium. I could check in and make sure he hadn't checked out.
Max! Your guy's working on the security system now, sir.
It just came on.
Okay, good. Then lock yourself down. Stay put. Let us take care of these guys down here. Once they realize they can't get to you, they should back off.
Max, try not to completely destroy the place.
Let's just concentrate on staying alive. Sir!
There it went. He was tucked up safe. Now I needed to make it to the lobby to complete my sweep of the building, for what that was worth. Graduation shots of Rodrigo, Victor, and Marcelo, educated at rich kid finishing schools all over Europe. No wonder they had the common touch. They could invoice me. poor girl was dead. Shot through the head by some hero fighting the rich one lonely secretary at a time. It looked like we'd seen the worst of it. The elevator would take me back up to Rodrigo's office where we could wait the rest of it out. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna find up there, but I sensed it wasn't gonna be a stripper bursting out of a cake.
Senor Branco! I can't get through to him. Ever since the security door is triggered, he hasn't made a sound.
Rodrigo, it's Max. Open up. Can you hear me?
Eu já tentei.
Senor Branco, open up! I'm gonna try to get in there from the roof. You find the security guard and get the hell out of here.
Yes.
I knew there was another way in upstairs for the helipad, the little luxury runaround that kept the rich looking down on the poor literally as well as metaphorically.
Rodrigo! Rodrigo! Rodrigo!
Of course, he was dead. Clean, one shot, a professional job. I began to look for clues. I couldn't get playback on one of the cameras and it looked like the disc was missing. Someone in this building was trying to keep things low-key. But then why had everyone else come driving through the goddamn wall? Fabiana. Even if the man who employed me was dead, his wife was still out there. Maybe she could be saved. Maybe some good would... Picking the photo from the broken fragments, something caught my eye. Figures. Only blind luck it meant the blast wasn't fatal. If I'd been out for any longer, the smoke would have gotten me. Don't die here. Move. Perfect. If I wasn't immolated, I was gonna get crushed to death. Look at me. I've been contracted to protect two people. One was being held in some hole. The other was sitting at his desk with a bullet in his head. And the company that had its logo on my paycheck was melting on top of my head. There's no way one bomb could have done all this. Unless the place was made of gasoline. This whole joint must have been rigged. The kid hadn't made it. Fuck. I had to make this corpse-looting coward pay. Getting his gun was more than just expediency. I was in no state to save his body from the flames. I hadn't saved him from the gunman either. I'm sorry, kid. Rodrigo or not, Fabricas Bronco was falling apart quite literally. Despite his manners, I'd done him a favor. This didn't look like a room where Rodrigo closed multi-million-dollar deals. It looked like a fiery hellhole.
Mais forte se quiser sair dessa espelunca. Tá bem? Tá me ouvindo, companheiro? Responde!
So much for a lazy Sunday afternoon. My next trick would be a high wire act with a fiery pit for a safety net. It was nice that no one was shooting at me for a change, but I'd take shot in the head over a slow roast on a spit any day of the goddamn week. Someone up ahead was hurt pretty bad. If he didn't die before I got to him, I might get some answers.
Hey! Why? Why Rodrigo Bronco?
Why? What?
Why did you come to kill Rodrigo Bronco?
Came to kill you! Because what you did to us! You killed so many of us!
What reason did this poor bastard have to lie? He would be dead from shock or loss of blood in half an hour, even if I didn't leave him there to burn.
Where's Fabiana?
What?
Fabiana Bronco, where is she?
That Comando Sombra got her! Up the hill!
Then it was up the hill for me, I guess, where the gang held sway. I had to try to figure out who was using these angry paramilitary clowns as some kind of front to kill Rodrigo. I was a mess. Rodrigo Bronco was dead. Fabiana was held hostage. I had no idea who was behind any of this. I felt like a fool. I was a sweaty...
Tá ligando, hein?
Alô?
Hello, Victor.
Max? Max, you're alive?
Of course I'm alive.
We did not know this. We are lost, Max. Our brother was everything to us.
I understand. Listen, I'm sorry about your loss. Both of you. Rodrigo was a good man. I failed him. But I was tricked.
What happened, Max?
I don't know.
Some guys from the Crusher Prado came into the building downstairs, so while me and the security guard were dealing with them, an assassin must have come in and executed your brother. At least that's how I think it happened.
No, you killed him, porra! You killed my brother!
What are you talking about? I understand you're upset, but please, why the hell would I do that?
To get his money, to take his money!
How am I getting his money, Marcelo? Please, think. I worked my ass off for your family. I saved your life twice, or more. Right now I'm going to get Fabiana.
Where is she? Where is Fabiana, eh?
She's in a place called Nova Esperanza.
How do you know this, Max?
One of the Crotcher Prado told me just before he died.
Please, bring our sister-in-law back to us, Max. Our family is being torn apart.
So I guess I was finally about to go and experience the other side of Sao Paulo firsthand. The bit people try to ignore. The unpleasant memory they try to obliterate with cocktails and helicopters and parties and lines of blow, like rich fools the world over. I was a day off the sauce for the first time in years and knew I was due a hangover sent direct from Mother Nature.
Parece crack, crack, mas é só insegurança. Fui nessa capeste, os bico cansa. Estressa, é claro, cansa. Whisky, neon, pouca luz, ela dança. Aí, tô eu e meus demônios como sempre. Os de sempre. Cigarro, uma da frente, sem fé. Tudo que fala mente. Fundo do poço, osso, dono da docente. Amor, busquei tipo samba.
I had no idea where the hell I was gonna go, so I decided to head straight for the street party that seemed to be raging. Either that or some other fool had gotten there before me and now was being ritually sacrificed. I've had better ideas, but then I've also had worse ones, like accepting this job in the first place.
E aí, gringo?
Get lost, kid.
Eu me amarro nos States. Você precisa de ajuda, senhor?
Speak English?
Aham, falo sim, sem problema.
I need to know if you've ever seen this girl, Fabiana. Come here for a second. Look at her.
I know lots of girls. Sexy. Come on, come on. This way.
Where are you going? Wait a minute. Down there?
Isso.
Jesus.
This way, come on.
At least I'd found myself a tour guide.
Hurry, mister. Party.
The way I see it, there's two types of people. Those who spend their lives trying to build a future, and those who spend their lives trying to rebuild the past. For too long, I've been stuck in between. Hidden in the dark. What was I really doing, walking in there with my bad haircut and ridiculous shirt? Was I there to make something right? Or was I just using a messed up situation to indulge myself, grasping at some desperate delusion of control? Maybe the two went hand in hand more than I cared to admit.
Gente, não tá no zoológico! Vamos! Lágrimas correr e acabar sua fé vendo homens. Ô papai, eu vim devolver o seu sorriso favela. Leve e solta pra cantar. Nunca esquecer como sua paz é bela. A força
I had stumbled into some kind of street party. This was the kind of reality Americans paid top dollar to see. Slums had become tourist attractions, places where yuppies could gawk at the endless spirit of the poor from the inside of their bulletproof buses. I felt dumb and exposed. I missed the booze. Not that it mattered, sober or drunk, I was hardly undercover. I stood out in this place like a streetwalker in a monastery.
Barracos e morros sem socorro num lugar sem esperança, nada, sem luz que possa inspirar.
Continua andando, caralho! Que porra é essa que você tá fazendo aqui? Como que você sai entrando aqui assim? Anda, anda, vai pra lá!
What do you need, guys? What do you
O que
need?
você tá fazendo aqui? Eu tô te perguntando. Eu te chamei aqui, porra!
Easy, pal, easy.
Ah, então, você é americano de merda.
Look, I didn't mean any offense.
Me dá só uma razão pra eu não te matar, seu americano burro.
Desculpa, amigo, por favor.
Passa tudo que você tem, viado. Pega o dinheiro dele, pega o dinheiro dele. Ah, relojão, hein? Passa aqui. Dá logo. Dá logo. Filho da puta. Valeu, mano. Bem-vindo à favela Nova Esperança. Agora não, fora daqui.
All things considered, I was gonna have to look on this as a good outcome. I was deep in gang territory. These kids were raised hating clowns like me. Middle-income ass-kickers who protected the rich by shooting kids like them. First day off the sauce, and somehow I'd still ended up in the gutter.
Eu não sei o que vamos fazer.
Vamos lá. Vai. Epa! Aí, boa. Joga. Aí, toca pra sabedoria.
If there was one thing I'd learned since I'd been here, it was that Brazilians came out of the womb kicking a ball. And for kids like these, was their one legal chance at a ticket out of here.
Tá louco.
Sabe jogar palitinho, rapaz?
Mostra.
Pô, que isso, é a coisa mais simples. Vai lá, mostra pra ele. Você escolhe um dos três palitinhos.
Desculpa, olá. Fala inglês. I'm a little lost. Perdido? Onde estou?
Tá no lugar errado, rapá.
Não compreende. I need a phone, a telephone.
Bora.
Publico.
A gente não é centro de informação turística, não, cara.
Well, they weren't gonna help me. And who could blame them? I was a dumb American in a place where dumb Americans were less popular than the clap. If I was gonna find my way out of this mess, I was on my own. It looked like there was a bar up ahead. The irony was not lost on me. I figured sobriety was no use to me dead.
Passa o baseado. Ih, não é tua vez não, passa aí, meu. Aí, tem visto a irmã do Wilson, mano? Ah, ela não tá mais garotinha não, hein?
De jeito nenhum. Tá no meio raio que esse cara quer.
Aí, bela camisa, hein? Tu perdeu o fusão, amigo. E aí, pede? Gisele tem hoje? Aí, mais gostosa do que não. Ô, sai de cima de mim, meu, ô! Maluco.
I hoped this classy-looking establishment would have a phone so I could call Passos. Either that or a gun so I could shoot myself and save these kids the bother.
Hey, that telephone?
Telefone, vai, lá no fundo, ó. Segue em frente.
When you're stuck in a foreign country and you don't know the words for reverse charges, and you're in some lonely skin joint in the middle of some poor slum, having just had every last cent robbed from you, and you call yourself a bodyguard, then you know you're a loser.
Hey, Matt, can I buy you a beer?
Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Look, if you're gonna shoot me, make it quick, I'm a little busy.
If I was going to shoot you, I wouldn't waste a beer.
Wait, come on. I'm trying to dry out a bit, so just a soda, please.
Sure. Why don't you go sit down? Guaraná pra ele, choco pra mim. Bem gelado. Interesting haircut, by the way. Meant to tell you that.
Yeah, well.
Wilson da Silva. Very good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, I think.
Although you'll forgive me if I promise never to employ you as my bodyguard. You did a great job watching after Rodrigo Branco.
Fuck you.
You were set up.
Bet your ass I was.
Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen this guy? Serrano.
Yep. He's a real sweetheart.
Yeah, he sure put his gang out of business. But don't worry, those guys, they're a small fry. This is the guy I'm interested in. Neves. And this is his little buddy here. Milo Hegel. They work for this vigilante group, Caixa Preta.
Yeah, I know him.
Well, they're very popular with right-wing politicians, like Victor Branco. Now, you see, many years ago, he helped clear some villages on a bit of land Rodrigo Branco wanted to develop.
Rodrigo Branco?
Yes, he did some very bad things. Anyway, have you ever seen this guy?
Maybe at the stadium.
I knew you were involved in that business. You know, I wanted to investigate that, but I got an order to blame it on some local street kids instead. Tell me, what happened there?
Nothing. We simply went to hand over some cash to this guy's clowns for a ransom exchange when this guy's clowns jumped us and they shot everybody.
Apart from you and your boy Passos.
That's right. But we had to shoot our way out of there.
They let you go. It's okay, it's a little weird right now. But I know that Victor Branco is involved in all this. I just don't know how or why. And I know that the UFE are involved in all this as well, but I just don't know how or why. And you know what's gonna happen? The moment is gonna come along when I put all these pieces together, and at that moment, someone is gonna come along and put a bullet in my head. Anyway, listen. I think you might want this.
Thank you. I'll need it.
And if it's Fabiana Branco you've come looking for, I think she's up the hill.
So why don't you just go get her?
I don't know. I'm a cop. I mean, I'll fight corruption. I'll stand up to the rich and dumb, but if I go up that hill right now, I'll be dead in 3 minutes or less. Maybe you too, Max. You're in the jungle now.
So it appears.
If you survive the next hour, let's speak. You help me. And I'm gonna do what I can to help you.
Daqui você não sai vivo, porra! Filho da puta! Eu não vou falar de novo. Cala a porra da tua boca. Me dá cobertura! Não, por favor! Se você se mexer de novo, vou explodir o seu globo.
No shooting! Por favor, amigo! No.
Relax, soldier. You're American? Oh, jeez, buddy. Am I glad to see you? Oh, fuck me. I've been coming to this shithole town for the last 5 years. It's like a fucking insane asylum. But it's got the cheapest pussy in the world. Fuck me! I mean... You're in a cat house in the slum, pal, doing who knows what. I'm a businessman, bro. And they were fully legal in this country. I think... And I know how to tip, all right? It ain't my fault, man. It ain't my fault. Don't judge me, all right? Have a nice day.
Jesus, what a fucking creep. It was Monday afternoon, and I'd already been thrown out of a party, gone to a strip club, and got into a bar fight. This latest midlife crisis was certainly ticking all the boxes.
Pega, puta!
É o gringo.
Ah, não sei. Tô vendo porra nenhuma.
A gente desce ou não?
Foda-se! Isso aí já é, não vale a pena não. Sério. Vamos lá.
The fireworks display was clearly in my honor, making sure everyone knew to roll out the red carpet for their surprise guest. I was walking into another not-so-welcome party. These hoods didn't look like Commando Sombra. Not that I was gonna get picky. This was clearly their turf, and I'd just shot up their favorite skin joint.
Parada aí, porra! Eu vou meter bala na cabeça!
Vamos acabar com esse filho da puta!
I was getting nowhere fast. The cold turkey was messing with me, like I was looking through another man's eyes. I needed to focus. I could hear a woman screaming. I thought I'd found Fabiana, but instead I'd stumbled across some testosterone fest. A bunch of young punks with guns killing time the only way they knew how. Nova Esperanza wasn't exactly a dinner and movie kind of place. I recognized the hoods who jumped me earlier. I was trying to decide whether to crash this party or turn back, when my natural grace and finesse made the decision for me. I'd have felt worse taking someone's medication if everybody in that place hadn't been trying to kill me. Fabiana's market value was falling by the second. I had to get to Serrano before he dumped his stock. These bastards looked different. Tougher, more capable. They didn't look like Serrano's boys, but I could tell I was moving up the food chain. I hoped Fabiana wasn't going to be served up come feeding time. There was no need to announce my arrival in that part of town. I'd drawn more than enough attention already.
Tá faltando uma loira de lado. Você falou que ia buscar, porra. Pô, eu falei pra esse otário assim 3 vezes, aí até agora nada.
Tá aí tomando seu cu, rapaz. Vai buscar cerveja cedo.
Que porra que estão fazendo lá embaixo?
Sei lá, falando mataria sua mãe por uma trouxa de maconha.
Ele tá aqui, caralho! Acorda! Vai!
Corre, Matusalém! Aqui é nossa quebrada agora, seu cuzão! Fudeu, seu corre!
Você tá morto, porra! Vou te matar! Tu fica feliz de te matar, cuzão!
Enche ele de pipoco!
Giovanna, charity worker and socialite. Work with the poor and play with the rich. You try to live in 2 worlds. Eventually you're gonna get your life ripped apart.
ninja. Ouvi essa, seu filho da puta.
Caralho!
Passos had told me about this stuff. Oxidado. They called it rust, packed full of healthy ingredients like quicklime and kerosene, cheaper, stronger, and deadlier than crack. Easily marketed to the poor and desperate. All in all, a fine, honorable way to earn a living. Cigarettes. Fireworks. I couldn't find any clues in this place, so I decided to do my bit for the drugs trade. That much security, it had to be Serrano's pad. Since I was in the neighborhood, I figured he wouldn't mind if I dropped in and thanked him. I had to hope the king was in his castle. As I approached the spot, I could hear raised voices. Then I saw that Marcello had turned up with a suitcase full of money along with Fabiano's sister, Giovanna. I only understood a little, but things were not going well. I wasn't expecting quite so many armed goons, but there was no backing out now. I would just have to act harder than I felt.
Put the guns down! Let the girls go. No one needs to die, asshole.
Tomar no cu, seu gringo de merda. Vou matar sim.
Don't you kill her! Don't you?
Okay.
Seu filho Caralho! Atividade! É a porra da UP! Você fica com o gringo! A galera conta tem depois, vamos nessa, caralho! Atividade! Atividade, caralho!
Here I was again, with all hell breaking loose around me, standing over another dead girl I had been trying to protect.
I'll give you a minute, buddy.
We'd only been married a short time. By now, she had been dead longer than I knew her. I still hadn't really forgiven myself for the Mona business, but I knew that was just grief. The insanity that comes with losing the life you had built. Michelle, I missed her with every part of my being. I hated the world for not killing me with her, and I hated myself for allowing this to happen to her and our little girl. But I knew I had to leave town.
Excuse me. Max Payne?
Somehow, I didn't think he was about to tell me I'd won the lottery. If I could get back to Passos, we'd be in a slightly better position to handle this situation. Leave him. I knew I shouldn't have gone there, and that Passos might have to pay the price for my sentimentality.
Sorry, I just had to say goodbye. You okay?
I will be once we get out of here. I get the feeling those weren't the only guys DeMarco sent after us.
Got that feeling too.
I started to wonder if my luck was about to run out when I realized it had a long time ago. That's why I was here.
There he is! The one he's mine! That's if there's anything left to identify the bodies with.
You good? Yeah, I'm okay.
This way, through the gate.
Come on, hey, wake up, let's go.
There he is. Hey, how you doing? You heard about the thing? $100,000. I'm not fucking around. I'm not either. You know what? I don't trust Joey.
The troops had arrived. Either DeMarco had thrown an army at this job, or he'd put a high enough bounty on our heads to attract every contract-buying scumbag on the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, but how are we gonna know who whacked them? Huh? I got hollow points.
Yeah, look, we all got hollow points. Look, we'll split the bounty nice and even, all right? All right? Fair. That's all.
I look like a fucking socialist an aid worker.
We'll work it out together, okay? Look, cuz, how long have we been doing this?
I'm not giving no handouts.
I'm not asking for a handout. We're out here
Ah,
working.
whatever. Shut up, whatever.
Don't shut
Whatever
up.
you say.
There he is! Right?
Just look,
Joe! Oh!
Hey, man, you okay?
Yeah, I got you.
Keep your eyes open, alright? Get the fuck out!
Passos had put some distance between himself and the goons. I meant to follow.
I got someone. I think it's the hit. That Max Payne. The other guy might be here as well. Where you at? Over by that circular thing. Who's the hit? Ain't the other one. Come on to
Cover you. Go! Everybody go! Now!
They didn't have much of a reason to keep Passos alive, whoever they thought he was.
Look, man, just be cool, okay? Be cool.
Don't tell me to be cool. You Max Payne?
Who?
Very fucking funny.
Whatever.
You're Max Payne. I thought he was fucking Max Payne.
Confusing, huh?
Hey, you make one more move, and this guy, whoever the fuck he is gonna get fucking dead. Look, man, give yourself up, and DeMarco might have a change of conscience, huh? Might grant you one last rebreathement. Ain't no rebreathement gonna be found otherwise.
I don't even know who he is.
This guy's luck is running.
Just breathe.
I think I'm done saying my goodbyes. Let's get out of here.
shit! What the hell is going on here?
Don't worry about it. Just get out of here, okay?
Sounds like a fucking war is going on.
Calm down.
Some poor bastard, quite literally, on the graveyard shift. Must have been wondering why there were suddenly more bodies above ground than below.
Sniper! Shit!
All I can hope for is that he didn't even hear the shot that killed him.
Get down! Shot came from the top of the mausoleum! Up in the tower!
This is the only way through!
If I lay down cover, can you move up our man?
That's anyone's guess.
Need a little... Where is he? You okay?
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
I'll give you cover. Wait on me. Up in the tower.
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Up in the tower.
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Go, Max! Move to the tomb! More of them! They're rushing you! Making a move! I got a pin! Get behind that thing!
I'll fucking get you!
You okay?
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again! I'll give you cover! Wait on me! Quick! Be careful, man! Kill the moron! Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Hey, asshole! Don't let them draw you out! Cover me! You're good! I got you! Go! Hit the gravestone! You okay?
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again! I'll give you cover! Wait on me! Get in cover, you idiot! Shit! More guys!
Finish it! What that fuck? Cover me! Over here!
What? Okay, I'm gonna cover you again. See if you can flank it. Get a shot.
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to give when you're way behind the front line.
Window's coming up.
Great.
Go around. Yes. Get an angle. Blast that son of a bitch. Shoot him! Flank it, man. To the left. That's the stairs, man. Left. Don't go up the stairs. Left. Left. Not the stairs.
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Move up, man! More of them! They're rushing you! You okay?
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
Gotta move again. I'll give you cover. Wait on me. Go! Hit the gravestone! Don't give that sniper anything to aim at!
God damn it, kill her! I gotta move!
Okay, I'm gonna cover you again. See if you can flank it. Get a shot.
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to give when you're way behind the front line.
Window's coming up.
Great.
Go on, man. Look for a shot. Up the stairs, man. Yeah. Don't go up the stairs. Get behind that thing. Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Go, Max! Move to the tomb! Don't let them draw you out! You okay?
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again! I'll give you cover! Wait on me! Go! Hit the gravestone! Be careful, man! Fire! Shoot! Come on! Okay, I'm gonna cover you again. See if you can flank it. Get a shot!
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to give when you're way behind the front line.
Window's coming up!
Great.
Laying down fire!
Kill this idiot!
Plug him! You're fucking dead!
We'd come in here to hide, not very successfully as things turned out.
Freeze! police!
As opposed to what? Disco dance?
Shut the fuck up, half-caste. Turn around. Turn around. Move. Move!
Hold it! That way, you fucking jokers. Move!
Where are we going?
Hey, take it easy.
You killed my son. You killed my fucking son. My boy. My only son.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Fuck you! Sorry for your loss. But your son was killed in gun battle. A battle he started.
Shut your fucking mouth! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Fuck you. You killed my son! You fucking spick! Ow! You killed my son! Dig! Now!
I have to admit, I almost felt bad for the guy.
Dig!
Sure, he had lived a bad life, but I, of all people, knew that living with this grief would be payment enough for any sins. Still, perhaps not so bad that I was prepared to dig my own grave and let these goombas kill me without even getting some dirt on their hands.
Your body ain't gonna bury itself. Dig, motherfucker!
I didn't want to tell the guy there were 45 other bodies in the cemetery that weren't receiving their Christian rites. I figured the Gravedigger Act would buy us some time.
I'm getting tired just watching you!
Where are you going? Otário!
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, follow me. The morgue. How appropriate. How appropriate.
Hey, psst, this way. Up there. Go on. Go, go, go.
You can go first.
All right, gentlemen, thank you.
This place looks about as good as any to make a stand.
At least the coroner won't have to go far to go to work.
Like I said, Passo's always had a good sense of humor.
We gotta find a phone. I got a connection in Queens who can help us.
Huh. All right.
Spread out! And clear every room before you move on. We don't want to miss these damn fools.
Our SOS was gonna have to wait.
Can't move here, Max! You gotta get up there and take him out! Come on, man, get up there, take him out! He's got all the angles! Okay, let's find that phone. Make a call. There's gotta be a landline in that office, man. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, at least for a little while.
Let me just call somebody, get a little help, and we'll get out of here. Hey, it's me. Look, we really need to get out of New Jersey. Yeah, things are heating up. We got like half the New Jersey mob after us. And a cemetery in Hoboken.
Here I was again, halfway down the world, and still looking at the bodies of women I was supposed to protect. Only difference now is, I didn't understand the language.
Vai pra lá. Tranquilo, pode ficar tranquilo. Fica nessa parede, seu americano de merda. Que porra tá acontecendo aqui? Que merda tá acontecendo aqui?
Haven't you figured out I don't speak your fucking language?
Seu gringo de merda, cala a boca, seu gringo!
That's right, I may be a moron, but here's the thing. I ain't quite as dumb as I seem.
It was time to get out of there. Seemed like someone had decided to carry out some impromptu justice on the street life below. I'd failed Rodrigo and I'd failed Fabiana. And that awful nightclub, the stadium, the docks. I'd been given enough chances to make this right, and again I'd blown it. Perhaps this was my punishment from...